Real stuffy in one nostril. I say welcome back.
Welcome.
Back to Thug Mamas.
Thugging it.
Where it's the roughest, toughest hood you've ever been in. Motherhood.
The ghetto. The absolute ghetto.
Today's topic is supermom, quote unquote.
Being a supermom, wearing all the hats. Gotta be the nurturer, the provider.
And the expectations that others have.
Yep. Unrealistic.
They expect you to be able to do everything and to do it without a hiccup. That's right, Jason. That's right. I hear you. They also don't want you to complain about it either. And I've heard from a lot of people like, oh, if you ever need anything, just let me know. And I be letting them know. And they be like, oh, man, I
wish I could.
I wish I could. You know, I gotta work today. I gotta do this and that. And while I understand that people have their lives,
I think people forget that, like, it takes a village to raise a child. And, like, even though I have a good village, I think it's more so the distance. But not only that, but just, like, every day, day-to-day, on a day-to-day basis, the main struggle is definitely trying so hard not to let TV raise him, because there's just so much to do. God forbid you have anything to figure out in life. Work, childcare, school, whatever the case may be. Like, you have to learn how to balance being a mother with everything else. And especially in this stage where they're so clingy and they just want your attention and you can barely get things done. Like, it's hard to not just sit them in front of the TV and do it, you know, get things done. Get all the things done that you need to get done.
It's not much different when they get older, because they want you to play with them. They want you to stop what you're doing and give them attention. But at the same time, I gotta do laundry and I gotta do this and that. And I try to incorporate spending time with them cleaning up and helping, but they don't want to do that.
Yeah. And then, like, I always make a plan, like, oh, at the end of the night when he goes to bed, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. But 9 times out of 10, if I'm putting him to sleep, I'm going to bed too. Like, I'm following right behind, because Jace, come on now, you just be tired.
Yes, exhausted.
I don't think people ever realize just how overstimulating being a parent can be. Like, it's very overstimulating.
Yeah. And I'm a working mom, so I go to sleep and my kids have one of every limb on me. I know. It's a lot, Jace. But I have one of every limb on me, and it's just it's a lot. And then on top of that, wake up one morning to go to school. And then I drop them off at their places, and then I go to work, and then I pick them up after I get off of work. And as soon as I get them, they're like, Mommy, guess what? I have something to tell you. And then it starts. I'm still carrying what was going on at work. There's no de-stress time. My de-stress time is like while I'm sitting in traffic on the way to get them. And then by the time I get home, I gotta cook dinner, I gotta do homework, do bath, and then it's time to go to sleep. So it can be very overstimulating.
Yeah.
And I find that I wait until I get to the days where it's my day off. But on my days off, I still have to do stuff for them. I gotta catch up with laundry. Laundry's never ending. I gotta clean my car. Gotta do errands that I didn't get to do. It's a lot.
Let me a maid.
Yeah.
A nanny.
Then,
Jace, please.
being the only one and trying to be like a provider for the kids is really intense. You gotta give him some chicken.
He dropped his bone here.
You happy?
Spoiled?
Yeah. It's a lot. By the time I get to bed, I'm exhausted. And I try to do something within the last hour, but I have to wake up in the middle of the night at like 4 a.m. And that's when I do some of my journaling. But other than that, it's just constant going with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 of them, so it's a lot of breaking up fights and breaking up arguments.
Oh no, these days, that's why I'm glad I have a drink. Go out and have fun.
I know, I find it hard to have I find it hard to have fun. I think that motherhood has taken up so much of my space that I don't know how to do anything but motherhood most of the time.
I just entered this hood.
Like, there are times I wish I could be softer and more emotionally available. But I think the heaviness that I feel with trying to figure things out kind of closes me off sometimes. Yes, my kids get hugs and kisses, and I tell them that I love them. But I don't really feel connected sometimes.
Okay. I don't know. I really just wanna go out.
I want to go out and not feel guilty.
I need to go out. I just want a breath of fresh air whenever I can get a little chance, a little hour or two to myself. The only thing I really worry about is the food, only because I'm breastfeeding. So I worry about him being hungry, but with Jay's 24/7, except for the times that he goes to his dad's, but really had me a good time. Because I don't want to get so consumed with motherhood that I forget the things that I like to do for myself. Here.
Yeah. Wednesdays I do therapy, and then Sundays they go hang out with their nana for a little bit. So I get to do stuff like wash my hair and do laundry. Wednesdays I also do appointments. Dentists, doctors. It's been pretty intense. even then, I'm just still thinking about finances and what to apply for and looking for jobs.
It's hard to not think about the money.
It is. And it's not really made for, I would say the economy is not necessarily made for moms, because if school is from 8 to
Single mothers.
3:30, yeah, single mothers for sure. If school is from 8 to 3:30 and jobs are from 7 to 6 or 8 to 6 or 8 to 5, if there wasn't for like daycares and aftercares, I would not be able to work. Wait. Grab the whole plate. I would not be able to work. And that's just to maintain like the basic stuff like car and gas. This economy where you have to make 3, 4, 5 times the rent. It's gotten really bad in the last few years. And then they also tell you, like, for apartments, you can only have X amount of people in the rooms and whatever the case may be. It's just not necessarily made for a one person to do. And you can't do that without sacrificing the time with your kids, and that sucks. And so pretty much all I ever think about is the kids. And how to make more money.
It's a vicious cycle.
It is.
And it's not no easier for stay-at-home moms. It's a vicious cycle.
And you gotta battle the loneliness on both parts. When I was a stay-at-home mom, very lonely. Now, very lonely. Like, you have friends, clearly. You have family. But there's a specific kind of loneliness that you feel in the process of going through everyday life. As a stay-at-home mom and as a working mom. Even though you know there are people out there that are in the same situation with you. And it's like battling guilt, battling the world, it feels like. Battling people that say, oh, you chose motherhood.
Yeah, that's what you chose to do.
But we're still human. We are still human beings with feelings, emotions, heartbeats, all of that.
Spoiled children. Spoiled as hell. Rotten.
It's like that sometimes.
Physical touch is not my love language. However,
It used to be for me.
here I am.
It used to be before I had kids.
It's definitely teaching me. I'm used to saying, oh, don't touch me. Now that you have a kid, you just can't really say that.
I say it all the time. They don't care.
This is all done. You dropped all the bones.
Oh, we were eating wings, by the way. Sweet chili wings.
You dropped all of them. And you messed up my pants and sweater.
Don't look over here. You don't want my germs. Let me grab one of them.
Sweet Caroline.
I thought you was gonna say sweet chili wings. Gotta get your face wiped. I find it also difficult to go through life and not like have resentment for the person you had children with. Especially when you're like trying to heal, but you have to heal and support kids on your own. And like I said, there's family, but it's different. Family come around when they can, not because they have to. They also come around. I mean, I guess if I ask more, but I also have a hard time asking for help. Because when I ask for help, I tend to get disappointed, so I stay away from asking, which is also a problem with me. So I don't put that on anyone in particular. But there's that.
I just say, in this stage, I just don't feel like there's not much that anybody can offer, only because Jason's just up under me. It's just a stage of being very clingy, teething, whatever the case may be. And like in my case, family is supportive, but like still like having to make decisions financially, working from home, choosing to go outside to work. I have to figure out childcare and all that stuff because I am away from my family, and like learning how to trust somebody with my kid that I've been with for the past 8 months. Or the 18 months, 18 months really, since he was conceived. We've been locked in. So I think the hardest thing is like allowing people to watch him.
I would say that was a lot for me too. Firstborn was at least 19 months before he got to spend the night at his nana's house.
Like, yeah, and that's my thing. Like, Jason go and spend time with aunts, my dad, my sister, my brother, whoever. But when it comes to like childcare and daycare, struggling. I always want him to like be able to verbally communicate with me first before even sending him there, and that's why I try to work remotely or figure out shit at home.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie and say it was easy. I cried like all the time.
Everybody knows that they cried. Like, I try to work with the dad schedule. I try to work just work around everything, because I mean it's hard. And then breastfeeding is another thing. Like, gotta start weaning, and that's completely on me. It's a lot of laziness. Weaning takes time. It definitely takes time. How you put it in here? Weaning them off the boob takes a lot of time and patience.
How do you feel about other people's style of watching Jace?
I would say that when I was pregnant, I used to go back and forth with his dad about the things that I would allow and wouldn't allow. Like, breast milk over formula, making baby food over, you know, the store-bought stuff. Just overall things he couldn't eat. Shows he could consume, no Cocomelon, things of that nature. And I just felt like a lot of the stuff comes from a very good place. But now that he's here and I see the way that his dad interacts with him, it's more like I need to focus on loosening control when it comes to the other parent, because I can't control everything. We all have different styles of parenting, and you know, it's hard, but I be telling myself, you know what, this is his style of parenting, and I think it was probably easier because he has other kids, so I got to see how he was with his other children, where it was like, okay, I know he's not, my son is not in, he's not being put in danger. It's just a different style of parenting, and I think with some things you could be firm with and put your foot down, and other things you just have to surrender, because we cannot control everything.
Yeah, it just causes you a lot of stress when you try to control everything. It really does. I'm a helicopter parent, honestly. And it's like, I took the kids to a party last week, and let's just say I had to check at least every 5 minutes to see where each kid was. It's not a bad idea, but I just know that I'm not ready to give them the freedom yet. Granted, they're still little. But I also realize, even when we're at family's house, I still have to, hey, are you in this room? Are you in that room? And I think part of that has to do with my childhood trauma. No one was really checking for me like that. It was just like, run free. Mm-hmm. Go enjoy yourself. And I was like, no, I needed people to check on me, because things happen, and it's like you don't want things to happen to your kid. So I have to, it's something I need to talk about in therapy, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm a helicopter parent. I'm on the playground, and I'm on the slides. I'm on the jungle gym, and I'm climbing up the little rock thing.
Just let them kids be kids.
I'm on the swings too. I'm throwing footballs around. I'm very much involved on the playground. Who you throwing dirt at? Not my kid.
Let them kids be kids. I definitely feel like, I don't know, yeah, everybody's parenting style is different.
I do have some non-negotiables though. I had to get 2 kids' teeth fixed from cavities. They had to give them laughing gas, put them to sleep, and all that extra stuff. So the amount of sugar they eat, that's a non-negotiable for me, honestly. Cake, ice cream, all that, it's a non-negotiable. I'm gonna cause a ruckus every time. My family has diabetics in it. I just don't want to start those bad habits.
I think my non-negotiable would definitely be Cocomelon.
Oh my gosh, that big head
not
baby.
Watching it. Like he
what?
is not watching it. Call me crazy. There's too many different things about Cocomelon. Whatchamacallit, affecting kids, and the ADD and ADHD and X, Y, and Z is not happening. And I'm not even fond of Cocomelon. It just looks weird. It's
big head baby.
It's
terrible
strange.
Animation.
It's strange. So Cocomelon is definitely one of my non-negotiables. And my second non-negotiable is my son being around anybody that doesn't like me, or
for sure,
not even doesn't like me, and also like just people who I don't talk to, which I know is going to come a time where he's going to be around people who I don't talk to, but I just prefer to have certain conversations. If you're going to be around my kid and we're not on the best of terms, we're going to have a conversation so that you know.
You mess with my kid, I'm going to have to mess you up.
Okay? And I know I can't control it in every situation, but there has to be some sort of mutual respect. But those are my non-negotiables. If you don't like me, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to like my kid.
Don't talk about me crazy around my kid either, because my kid going to tell me.
Yep.
Just
Yeah, and another thing is definitely arguing around my child. I'm not going for it. Not going for it.
Got to mess you up. Just kidding. I go to war for my kids. And I just want the best life for them. And I want to be able to give that to them. So I'm really working hard to try and make things happen. But it's not easy. Oh, look who just found themselves.
It's an everyday thing with these damn air fresheners. I'm gonna cut them down. It's time. But yeah.
I don't think any smells coming from them anymore.
What you wanna call it? I got more. Jay, stop it. Those are definitely my non-negotiables. Oh yeah. And don't of course don't kiss them in the mouth and don't feed them nothing.
I don't like the negative talk around the kids, like, oh, you're getting fat, and oh, you're just like this person, you're just like your dad, or you're just like this, or just those kind of things. I don't like the name calling, pretty much.
Projecting.
You're lazy, and I don't like any of that. When I hear it, I have to say, like, hey, that's not what you are, and it's okay. I have to have the conversation, because coming from a Caribbean household, they're gonna call you every name in the book, and they're gonna say oh, I didn't mean anything by it, I'm just saying.
Just talking too damn much. And that's what they don't realize. They'll just be talking too damn much. Right, Jay? You're talking too damn much. You're getting beside themselves. Yeah.
Like how they think that a greeting is, oh, look at you, you got big. That is not a greeting. Hello, how you doing? You doing okay? That's a greeting. Hi, that's even a greeting. But not, oh, yes, I'm maga. You need to eat. Nope, not at all. And then they exaggerate stuff. Oh, yes, she get big. And they don't have to, they don't say it just one time. Yeah, she big.
Definitely a cultural thing. No, teachers you tough skin though, but yeah.
Yeah. No one could ever beat me down as much as my family did. They talk the most trash. Trash talking experts. And sad to say it, but I was definitely a trash talker when I was in school. I would even go as far as to say I was a menace. My mouth used to get me in trouble. Still does sometimes. I'm working on it though. I'm a work in progress. As Micah says, God's still working on me.
God is still working on me. And that's real. God is really still working on me. I'm not perfect. Take me as I am or have nothing at all.
Who said that? Mary J. Blige?
So one of them. I don't want to get it wrong. But that is motherhood, man. Every day you fight to survive.
We in the trenches. The trenches of your mind.
You fight to survive.
Trenches of society. Fighting through guilt, other opinions, and your kids, if they can talk, they're not that nice sometimes.
Yeah, but there was a video of a lady saying, like, you know, we all feel like it's so hard, but that's because it was never meant to be done alone. It takes a village, and when they say that, they're not joking.
Oh goodness,
it takes a village.
Maybe when I have some money, I could buy a village too.
Before you decide to have children, you better sit down and really think. Right, JC? Sit down and really think.
I'm just kidding. The people of my village, I'm just kidding. I know you guys are busy living your own lives. Yeah.
That is it.
I guess that's it for now.
Till next time.
Till next.
Okay, Jay.
Okay, JC. He's putting his 2 cents in. Say see you later. Say bye, JC. Say bye.